And a very good evening to all my viewers out there. It is right now Wednesday, November 9th, 2022. It's exactly 10:07 p.m. and we're here on Saint-Laurent Boulevard on the corner of the Maisoneuve. Here is Saint-Laurent Metro Station on the Green Line, and the Maisoneuve is this street right here. And we're facing right now to the north, but I'm going to do a walking video here on Saint-Laurent going southbound towards Old Montreal, the old port. And you know, it's been a while since I did an actual walking video, a proper one, and I figured, you know what, why not walk maybe to Viger Street. I checked on the map, it's about maybe 850 meters or so. Look at this beautiful projection here, all lit up. And just to note, I am occasionally doing videos, but I am taking a little break on my YouTube channel just for another couple of weeks, just recharging the creative juices, as I like to say. You know, and yeah, I'm working on content, of course, and I am gonna upload at least one video or two videos a week until I start getting back into my normal routine of doing at least, or trying to do at least a video a day. And I figured for my viewers, I'll show you the main, or at least this section of the main. And Saint-Laurent Street gets its name, the main, because specifically early on, about 100 years or so ago, this street was one of the main streets in Montreal, and still is, but it has changed quite a bit over the last century or so. So this is a small section of Saint-Laurent Street. This is more or less the southern portion, the southern tip of the street, and you can see there are quite a few shops and restaurants and whatnot that are boarded up because of the changes over the last couple of decades. You know, different wants and needs of, you know, different generations, I guess. And yeah, anyways, we'll do a little walking video. I'm gonna cut through Chinatown, and we'll eventually make our way maybe to Place d'Armes or Champ des Mars Metro Station. Still haven't decided yet. Here's a nice, I think this is a radio station in here, nicely lit up. There's a City of Montreal garbage truck doing its rounds. And this, of course, is St. Catherine Street. This is facing westward. And there's going to be a Christmas market soon, actually, within the next month or so, which is a tradition. There's our garbage truck in action. And speaking of garbage trucks, actually, one of my more popular videos on my channel recently has been that garbage truck that caught fire earlier this year downtown near Peel. And I'm actually surprised that video is doing so well. It's, I think, the last 3 or 4 months consistently has been my top video. You know, I don't mind. I mean, it was an interesting catch, but you know, I would like to have more views on my transit videos and whatnot, and they are going up slowly but surely. Not going to complain. And here's the Montreal pool room, by the way. This is another historical institution of Montreal, if you want to call it that. I think they moved. They used to be at another location here on Saint-Laurent. I could be wrong, but for sure the Montreal pool room, you can even see there, it says depuis 1912, so since 1912 they've been around. And it just goes to show you, here's a more modern establishment. There's a rock climbing gym in there, I believe. And by the way, when I was doing this video right before, I was debating whether I'd put on the image stabilizer, and decided when I put it on, it looked like the scene, the actual video, wasn't as bright as I would hope. So I kept the image stabilizer off, and it's a much brighter video. I did have my gimbal, but unfortunately I forgot to charge it, which is something I have to start remembering, because that gimbal is very, very handy for specifically these types of videos, walking videos. Very interesting lighting technique here they put. Yeah, so we're about to enter Chinatown here. This is René Lévesque coming up, René Lévesque Boulevard. Like I said, even though I'm taking a small break, I'm still doing my walking videos here and there. I'm still gonna upload a video or two a week, and once I've recharged my juices, I'll definitely be doing more videos more often. And to be honest, I'm not saying there's nothing to film, but right now in the present, I'm waiting for the REM to open. There's the 80 articulated STM bus from 2013. Yeah, so I'm waiting for the REM to open. That was supposed to open next month, actually, in December, but that's been pushed off until spring. Who knows when in spring. A lot of setbacks on that project. So there's really nothing truly exciting right now to film. Not really an excuse, because there's always something to film, but I am looking forward to the RAM project. Of course, we have the Blue Line Metro extension. It's still a few years away, and even though winter is coming, I still plan to do quite a few videos during winter. Probably more indoor type themes, but also nature and snowstorms and whatnot. I'll just pause the video here, wait to cross. Alright, so the lights change now, we can cross, and this is Chinatown coming up. Also, not just on Saint-Laurent Boulevard, but Chinatown extends a couple of blocks each direction from Saint-Laurent. And I believe this arch here, or the lion statues here, were actually gifted directly from China. I could be wrong, but I think they actually come from China. And speaking of, changes and whatnot, I'll show you a nice detailed close-up here of this lion. Actually would be a nice thumbnail right there. Why not? Yeah, so anyways, even Chinatown is changing. It's been on the news that, it's losing its identity. A lot of, people coming in, businesses coming in that, don't really have that, I guess, Chinese background or Chinese theme. And you see a lot of developmental projects, condos going up, and there's some articles recently in the news about that. And I think a lot of these traditional, whether it's the Gay Village, Chinatown, a lot of these places, in the past, I guess they weren't as included in the general population. They were perhaps their own communities. But now, things are becoming more open, people are becoming more inclusive. That's a great thing. And I guess because of that, there's a lot of mixing going on. You don't have these exclusive, areas of, Little Italy, Chinatown, the Gay Village, Little Portugal, whatever. It's becoming a lot more diversified. But, it is a nice experience to come to Chinatown. It has that authentic feel to it, and it would be a shame if it disappeared. Especially the fact that you have the traditional writing and traditional restaurants. You can go to a Chinese restaurant anywhere in Montreal, but it doesn't exactly. Oh, look at that! We got rats here. It doesn't exactly feel like. Being in actual Chinatown. And we're coming up now on Viger Street. Good old Viger. And the other thing too about Chinatown, you have these beautiful, specialty shops, herbal shops, tea shops. You don't see them everywhere in the city. And, it's kind of like, I guess, a little part of China here in Montreal, and of course other cities have them as well. Toronto, and I think all major cities have a Chinatown. Alright, so we're coming up now to, like I said, Viger. And this is, if we were to continue walking south, we would be heading towards the old port of Montreal. But I'm not going to walk that far tonight. Like I said, I just wanted to give my viewers a little taste of what things are looking like now. Weather's getting colder. Time change is really affecting my mood too. When I finish work 4:35, whatever, sometimes 5:30. You come outside and it's dark, and yeah, it's not exactly motivational, and of course it's colder, but it is what it is. And yeah, nice, also nice full moon hidden behind the clouds. There was a lunar eclipse, a full lunar eclipse, or total lunar eclipse the other morning, but it was at, I think, 6 a.m. or 5:59 a.m., something like that. And I didn't really bother getting up for that, a little bit too tired. And by the way, there's the 55, another 2009 bus. And the 55 is the main bus that runs on Saint-Laurent Boulevard. Actually starts near the old port and goes all the way up to Henry Bourassa Metro on the Orange Line, on the northern tip of Montreal, right across from Laval. And of course, over here is the Palais de Congrès. Palais de Congrès is basically translated in English to the Convention Center or the Congress Center. Loosely translated, turns into, I guess, the Congress Palace. It's basically the Convention Center of Montreal. Which, by the way, next month there's going to be a big conference here, UN conference, and they're actually going to close this whole area now, including the metro station here, apparently, because there's going to be a lot of dignitaries and whatnot. So that should be interesting. Yeah, so we're coming up to Place d'Armes metro station now on the Orange Line. So basically, we walked outside from the Green Line to the Orange Line. And of course, we got Fire Station 20 over here. This bike path is new, by the way. I recently discovered it. Used to be, if you're riding your bike on the street, you'd have to fit tightly between the curve and the actual road where the traffic is. Yeah, we'll cross here, and yeah, I'm gonna do another walking video probably around the holiday season, around Christmas or that, in and around Old Montreal, and show my viewers the decorations and whatnot. Wait for the snow to come, just to give you a sneak peek of the idea. Look at that. There's the Notre Dame Cathedral right there. There's, like I said, Palais de Congrès. Fire Station 20 is right there. I don't know, maybe I'll stick around for a bit, see if there's some response or not. Not too long, because I do want to get some sleep. And like I said, this time change and this time of year, it's not always fun. So it's important to get a good sleep and be energized. Yeah, it looks like both trucks are there. Better look at the moon. All right, so I'm gonna wrap her up here. And as always, thank you all for watching. Like I said, I will probably upload this video overnight, so it will be available probably by midday tomorrow, Thursday, November 10th, 2022. And I'll let it process a bit. And yeah, as always, thank you all for watching, and more videos to come. Remember, if you like what you see, hit subscribe, hit the like button, turn on the notification bell, and yeah, more videos to come. Have a good night, all.